Alright, you're watching this video because you just had a newborn baby and you don't know what to do. And you're like, wait, why am I watching this video of this dude telling me what to do with my newborn baby? Hold on. Because don't judge me by the way I look. I have a 2-year-old son, and from the moment he was born, I wanted the best for him, the best possible thing. I didn't, when I looked at him, I didn't look at a baby. I looked at the next president of the United States. So I sought out and I said, like, what can I do to make this little human being sprout to be the next president of the United States? So I did research, hours and hours and hours of research from the moment that we brought him home. And the first thing I found out was you need to make sure that it is your responsibility for that baby to grow. So you need to make sure that he eats or drinks a bottle every 2 hours on the dot. Now, I don't care if you're broke and you have no money and you're addicted to tobacco or whatever, to alcohol, to cigarettes. You are the parent, and it is your responsibility to make sure that baby is fed and has a clean diaper, because that's only two things that newborn needs is formula. Or if you or your husband or you and your wife decided to breastfeed, that's okay. That's totally, it's up to you. Now, me and my wife tried it, and it didn't work out because she couldn't produce enough formula. She couldn't produce enough milk. So we switched to formula. I shopped around for the best brands that I could find, and eventually I went with Similac Advanced. It's pretty pricey. It's like, at the time it was $27 for a little, I don't know, maybe like a can that size. But it's good stuff. And the other thing is, make sure that baby gets his diaper changed every hour or an hour and a half, 2 hours, because you wouldn't want to sit in your piss all day long. And if you follow these steps, you feed the baby, feed your brand new baby every 2 hours. Start off with like 2 ounces, newborn 2 ounces, 3 ounces, 4 ounces. And it's okay if he doesn't drink it all every single time, because you're trying to learn how much he can drink for every 2 hours that you can feed him. And then, okay, so say for an example, all right, you got this newborn baby, and he'll only drink 2 ounces every 2 hours, and that's fine. That's fine. They're so tiny. They have such tiny bladders. They can't hold very much pee. But you want to make sure as he's getting older that you up that ounces, and eventually you want to go all the way up to the top to the bottle. Like when my son was 10 months, he was drinking 8 ounces of formula every 2 hours, and he would drink the whole thing. We never forced him. He was just hungry. He wanted to eat, and formula is the most important thing for that baby. Like solid foods, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The little snacks don't matter. Formula is the best thing for that baby. That's what's going to get it from 0 to 1 year old. And that's going to make your baby the most successful. Or breast milk, or formula, whatever you choose to do. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think, oh, when my baby cries, I'll just feed it. No, that's not what you do. You need to write down every time you feed and change your newborn, because it's not going to come automatically. It's not like it will eventually, but in the beginning, it's not like a timer in your head. Oh, it's been 2 hours, I'm going to feed my newborn baby. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to write down when you feed it, so you can look back, say, oh, okay, I fed my son at 10 a.m., so now I'm going to have to feed him at 12, right? exactly. And then as he progresses, he or she will be like growing out of clothes like crazy, and you're gonna have to keep buying him more clothes. But again, I say this: if you have a big family and you have 5 people or 6 people or 7 people and money's tight, right? And formula is very expensive if you choose not to breastfeed. I don't care what it takes. I don't care if you have to go without food. You make sure that that baby has formula or breast milk 24/7. You can never run out of that. I want you to treat formula like it's the key to this world, because that's what I did. I was addicted to cigarettes, and I had $20 or $30 left, and I couldn't buy cigarettes, but I went with my parent mode turned on, and I said, okay, whatever, I have to buy him. Formula trumps everything. I don't care if you don't eat for 2 weeks. Your kid is small. Okay, say your son or daughter pops out 8 pounds, right? And you weigh 200 pounds, or however much you weigh, well over 100. If he doesn't eat for 2 days, that drastically affects him to the point where he will digress. If you don't eat for 2 days, what are you going to do? Lose 2 pounds. Whatever, doesn't matter to you. It may suck, but guess what? You have to have formula 24/7. It goes before anything else. Got it? Okay. Okay, and here's some more advice. All right, so you want to get your child into a routine, right? So one of the first things you do, okay, your child is cranky and you don't know why. Well, first step, if he's crying 24/7 and you're offering him formula, he's not sleeping, take him to a pediatrician immediately. I don't care if you don't have insurance. I don't care if you're worried about your freaking credit. Because guess what? I don't care. Nobody cares about your credit. Your son or daughter matters way more than your credit. If you don't have health insurance, they will accept you. They're not going to turn you away with a newborn. So get that baby seen immediately. If you feel anything's off whatsoever, nothing is stupid, get that baby seen right away. And secondly, okay, so say your baby goes to sleep at night, right? And he wakes up or she wakes up. The first thing that you want to do is change that baby's diaper, because it pees all through the night. You cannot leave that baby in the diaper. You need to make sure you change that diaper right in the morning, and then consistently all throughout the day, every hour or 2 hours. Nobody wants to sit in their own feces and urine and yuck. That's disgusting. Okay? And right after you change that diaper, first thing in the morning, bottle, boom. You got diaper change, bottle, boom. You can mark it on your paper. And this, if you follow these rules, your baby will eventually, if it all checks out and he's healthy or she's healthy, she or he will sleep 12 hours a night. My son has slept 12 hours a night ever since he was 2 months old. Because I figured stuff out like this. Because I care. Because you don't